Less than P class equals data end equals 577 data start equals 78 greater than. So, the football podcast scene is heating up, and not just with content, but with jabs, jokes, and a bit of cheeky rivalry. Gary Lineker, the legendary match of the day host and former England striker, has taken a playful swing at Jamie Carragher after the Liverpool icon boldly claimed to be part of the best podcast out there. The moment happened live on CBS Sports Champions League coverage, where Carragher, joined by Kate Scott, Thierry Henry, and Micah Richards, dropped that confident line. Less than P class equals data end equals 980 data start equals 579 greater than. Carragher didn't hold back, saying he was on the best Champions League show, the best Premier League show, and the best podcast, clearly referencing his appearances on Sky Sports. Less than M data end equals 783 data start equals 760 greater than Monday Night Football, and the less than M data end equals 811 data start equals 792 greater than Stick to Football show, part of Gary Neville's less than M data end equals 854 data start equals 841 greater than the overlap. Now, Micah Richards, who also co-hosts less than M data end equals 917 data start equals 895 greater than the rest is football with Lineker and Alan Shearer, wasn't about to let that slide. Less than P class equals data end equals 1451 data start equals 982 greater than. Richards responded quickly, poking holes in Carragher's claim, saying, "We're talking numbers. We're talking listeners." And that's when the podcast wars really began. On the next episode of Less Than M data end equals 1197 data start equals 1175 greater than the rest is football, Lineker couldn't resist picking up the thread. Laughing, he asked Richards if there had been a little squabble with Carragher. Richards confirmed it was indeed podcast wars, and insisted that when it came to audience numbers, their side was winning. Less than P class equals data end equals 1811 data start equals 1453 greater than. Lineker, always quick-witted, added, "They're languishing miles behind, and that's okay. We like a bit of competition. But you can't be the best podcast when you are talking over each other all the time." He even took a swipe at the format of less than M data end equals 1713 data start equals 1694 greater than Stick to Football, saying it felt more like a YouTube show than a podcast, with too many voices crowding the table. Less than P class equals data end equals 2135 data start equals 1813 greater than. And here's the kicker. Less than M data end equals 1858 data start equals 1836 greater than. The rest is football, produced by Lineker's own Goalhanger podcasts, is currently topping the charts across platforms like Apple and Spotify. Lineker's company is thriving too, with a whopping £1.4 million in profit in 2024. Not bad for someone who insists he knows nothing about podcasts, right? Less than P class equals data end equals 2494 data start equals 2137 greater than. So, while the shots may be playful, there's no denying that Gary Lineker is making serious waves and money in the podcast game. Carragher might get stopped in the street for his show, but the numbers speak for themselves. In this cheeky battle for podcast supremacy, Lineker isn't just talking the talk, he's walking it with millions of listeners behind him. Stay subscribed for more videos.